gonna show you how to make the world's easiest snack while you're stuck home quarantine with just Oreos and milk.
Oreos into your mug. Pour in milk to cover halfway.
Now match it up with a fork, which is a good time to take out your anger for being stuck at home all day because of quarantining.
Once it's done, it'll look like this.
I know it look like literal dirt, but just stick with me. Place in the microwave and microwave for 75 seconds.
Bam, got it for the last second. All right, let's check on it. Look at that. Let's dig in. Look at that. The ultimate chocolate cake.
Surprisingly, it is freaking delicious. You guys head down and try this and click that plus button for more quarantined recipes.
Here are some nasty dishes I made in the last month. Olive Garden's chicken Alfredo, but even worse. Taco Bell's chicken quesadilla, but the Walmart version. Some Bang Bang shrimp. A repulsive homemade version of Raising Cane's. A homemade Crunchwrap Supreme and Chick-fil-A. A really dry version of Gigi Hadid's pasta. And some Haddad cart, but I won't discuss you anymore.
Hey everyone, it's Ariana, and out of all the dishes people have asked me to make, this Filipino adobo probably takes spot number 1. With world travel being really difficult right now, and it feeling like we're more distant than ever, I want to use my platform to cook more dishes from around the world. I hope that by doing this, I'll be able to shed light on the amazing cuisine and culture around us and help bring everyone a little closer. This is my first time making adobo, and it was absolutely amazing. I started by marinating the chicken in half a cup of soy sauce and 5 cloves of garlic. Then I seared it on both sides until it was nice and golden and poured the marinade back over plus a cup and a half of water and added the lid. After I brought this mixture to a boil, I added 3 bay leaves, a teaspoon of black peppercorns, and then added the lid again and simmered it for about 30 minutes on low. Then I sprinkled on a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of coconut sugar, and 4 tablespoons of white vinegar, simmering this for another 10 minutes. Adobo is traditionally served with rice and a good drizzle of the sauce. An amazing 27% of my followers come from the Philippines, so friends, let me know how I did and comment which dishes I should try next. Full recipes on my Instagram.
One of my most viral videos is my whipped feta and roasted tomato dip, but lots of people said they don't like tomatoes, so today we're making it with roasted olives. First, we're gonna crumble some feta and add it to a food processor with olive oil, cream cheese, water, and then we're gonna process and add some honey, salt, pepper, and some lemon zest. Process again. Then we're gonna add it to a bowl and we're gonna top it with our roasted olives. Look how good that looks. Full recipe on my Instagram, website, and YouTube.
How to make fried rice.
I made a bigger mess than I thought I would.
3 eggs.
Non-stick pan, half a tablespoon of oil, medium heat,
Little bit of salt. Beat together.
and your eggs. Bring in the sides until scrambled.
Place to the side.
Small bowl,
4 cloves of garlic grated. 1 tablespoon of ginger grated.
1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar.
Good little mix.
Oof.
A bunch of green onions cut into 1-inch pieces.
Large pan, 1.5 tablespoons of oil, medium-high heat.
Once your pan's hot, add your green onion.
Let that sear. Once you get some nice browning,
Transfer to a bowl.
1 diced carrot,
Cook that until softened.
4 cups of leftover rice, your charred green onion, and your special sauce.
Stir together. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil.
Here's your scrambled egg. Stir one more time. A little bit of green onion.
Yes, sir.
It's the type of stuff that'll make you risk it all.
Cooked up inside, perfect. Pork chops. Oh shit. What a pork chop? 1-inch thick.
Towel pat dry.
Oops. By the way, I'm going live today at 7:30 Pacific time.
10-inch skillet. 2 tablespoons of oil. Medium-high heat, brother.
Score, 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 score.
And generously with salt.
Obviously.
Both sides. The pan is hot. Sear 3 minutes. Flip. Hell yeah, brother.
2 more minutes.
Garlic, thyme, butter. Crush.
Garlic, thyme, lots of butter, and baste.
Let that rest.
Oh, you want to see juicy, huh? This is juicy. The classic pork chop.
So we've all seen Addison's mom dancing on TikTok. Anybody with those moves for sure knows how to whip up some fire food. I think it would be so cool if you entered this side of food TikTok. I know you got it in you, and it would be awesome if you remade one of our recipes or showed us one of your original fixings. So my challenge for you, Mrs. Ray, is to show us how you throw it down, and if you need any help, we got you. It would just be really cool if you did this. I appreciate you.
If I see one more person make biscuits out of a can, I'm gonna lose it. Let's do this together, all right?
Half a cup of butter in the freezer for 30 minutes.
2.5 cups of all-purpose flour.
2 tablespoons baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
Whiskey business. Really cold butter. Yes, great.
Half a cup of unsalted butter. Add to flour mixture. Toss together.
Oh, fuck. Drizzle in 1 cup of buttermilk till rough dough forms. Flat a work surface. Dump your dough out. Bring it together. Roll 12-inch long. Fold into third and fold over. Roll again. Fold again. Roll 1 more time.
Biscuit cutter.
Punch out your dough.
Onto a baking sheet.
Brush with melted butter.
Flaky salt. Into the oven. 425 degrees Fahrenheit.
15 to 20 minutes.
Sheesh, look at those layers.
Let them cool.
These open. Ooh, a little pat of butter. A little bit of honey. This is easily
One of the best biscuits you'll ever have in your
Grab some Starbursts, separate them by color, and unwrap each one. You'll need about 20 each. Might take you a minute. You'll need 1/4 of a cup of light corn syrup, and then 1 tablespoon of butter. You'll need a pot on medium heat and add your ingredients. Add your first color in. Constantly stir it until it's all melted. While that's going, pop 2 bags of popcorn. Grab a baking sheet or 2 and line them with parchment paper. When it's ready, your mixture should look like this. Add about 4 to 6 cups of popcorn into a bowl, and now pour your mixture in. Lightly stir your popcorn and then put it onto the parchment paper when you're done. It's gonna look like this. Let that cool for about 10 minutes. Repeat the same butter and corn syrup recipe per each color, like this. Once it's dry, start breaking it into pieces. It looks so good. Yes.
Alright, I'm going to show you how to make sex in a pan, but I don't know what sex is because I'm a virgin. Start with the dough, add the goods, mix the goods, put that shit in a, what's that thing called? Cast iron skillet. Add some Reese's, then add some Oreos. Cover it up with even more cookie dough because why not? Throw it in the oven. That's my friend Elise. So cute. Put it in for 375 for like 20 minutes till it's golden like that. And oh my god, that's beautiful. Whew.
If you love tacos, you have to make this. I'm not even kidding. It's the best thing we've ever eaten in our lives. So you brown some beef in a pot, you add some beef stock, some bone broth, and some water to that. And then to that, you add a whole onion, a whole thing of garlic, you add some chili, some carrots, a bunch of bay leaves, and some thyme as well. And you let that cook for an hour until all the veggies are like all soft and mushy. And then you take all the veggies out and put them into a blender. And listen, the real Mexican recipe has a bunch of dried chilies as well. You can't get this in Australia, so I just added chili flakes. And then you add some tomatoes, you add some more bay leaves, some cumin powder, some cloves, and then you mix that all up. And I also added some smoked paprika powder. I don't know why. I think I did for color. Who cares? Anyways. And then you sift that sauce back into the pot to get out all the chunky bits, and you let it cook in that for 3 hours. And I also topped it up with water like every 40 minutes to keep it like wet. But look how nice it pulls apart after 3 hours. And then you dip the tortilla in the sauce, you put some meat on there, you put some sauce and some cheese on there, and also some onion and coriander. You fold it up, and oh my goodness, you're welcome. It's so good. I love it.
Today we're making homemade ice cream in a bag. Start out with 2 Ziploc bags, one bigger than the other. In the little bag, put 1/2 cup of heavy cream in there. Next, 1/2 cup of milk. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Use any flavor extract you want. I'm using raspberry, just a little. This is optional, but blue food coloring. Zip up the bag. Let out as much air as possible. In the large bag, put about 2 cups of ice. Put your little bag in the big bag. Add another 3 to 4 cups of ice. Now add some coarse salt to your ice. This is going to cause the ice to melt, but then makes the water even colder than normal. Trust me, it's science. Zip up the bag, and you just want to shake. You want to do this for 5 minutes. Make it into a dance. Here's a new dance. The ice cream in a bag dance. If your hands get too cold to handle it, take a dish towel and wrap it up. After 5 minutes, it should be a nice soft serve type ice cream. Now it's time for the taste test. And we're going to try it with our tiny spoon. So
It's blackberry season at the cottage, so I made a blackberry mousse. In a pan, I combined 2 cups of blackberries with 1 cup of sugar. I poured 1 cup of cream over the top, and then mixed and mashed the blackberries in. At this point, you can put it on the hob at a medium heat until it steams, but don't boil it. When it steams, take it off the hob and leave it 30 minutes. I took 1/2 sachet of veggie gel and mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. After the ½ hour, I put the blackberries back on the hob, waited for it to steam and mixed it all together. I then poured it through a sieve to remove all the blackberries and pressed all the blackberries down to add extra flavour. I poured them out into 4 containers and left them in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours. It's such a nice treat to cook with the berries from my own garden.
What's up guys? Today we're going to be making Oreo fudge with just 3 ingredients. First up, you'll need 1 tin of condensed milk. Pour this into your saucepan. Then you'll need 510 grams of white chocolate. Add this to the pan and turn it onto a low heat. Stir the mix regularly to stop it from sticking to the base and burning. Keep stirring until it's completely melted. The mixture should be thick. Add your crushed Oreos and fold them into the mix, saving some for the top. Pour the mix into a lined baking tray and quickly spread it to the edges. Add the rest of the crushed Oreos to the top, pressing them in so they stick. Leave the fudge to set at room temperature or in the fridge to set quicker. Cut it up and we're done.
Hello, we're making pasta today. 2 cups of flour. Well, 3 eggs. Whisk. It's gonna start to come together. Keep on mixing. Let it rest for an hour. Roll it out, super thin. When it gets towards the end, we are going to connect them back and we are going to make one continual loop of pasta. On, rolling. And now we cut them into 12-inch pieces. Cut into noodles. Pasta into salted water. Fresh noodles into the sauce. Boom. Twirl the bowl. So good. Hit the plus button for more recipes.